It says Oprah Winfrey terrified in court over leaked audio from Diddy's evil parties. Now, me personally, I feel like her celebrity status and being able to connect so many people, it's like she might be right in the middle of all of this, allegedly. Let me just say that. She may be, because, you know, the whole Harvey Weinstein and all that stuff, that one doctor, that healing doctor she had. So we going to check this out, man. But, hey, buckle up, because I know it's going to get wild.
Picture this. A star-studded Hollywood gala. Cameras clicking away, celebrities dazzling in their designer outfits, and the air buzzing with excitement. But wait, what's this? Oprah, the queen of talk shows, is steering clear of Denzel Washington, the ultimate Hollywood icon. The tension? Absolutely electrifying. Now, fast forward to today. Ice Cube steps up with a jaw-dropping revelation that could send shockwaves through Hollywood. Turns out, the reason Oprah has a bone to pick with Denzel isn't just drama. It's a plot twist juicier than anything out of a blockbuster script. Buckle up, this is about to get real.
And this is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment.
Singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, "When you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution." The question now could pass attendees like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore.
Yeah, this is very important for you guys to pay attention to the faces that you see. And then also look at who's not talking. You know what I mean? Look at who's not talking. Look at the faces that you see.
Kelly Osbourne, Justin Bieber, and Usher be potentially questioned by federal investigators.
Were that there are a lot of people in Hollywood who are probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on.
Diddy's reign is obviously over, but there's another billionaire that might go down with him. And it's not Jay-Z, but Oprah. There have been rumors for years about how Oprah is not what she seems, and that there's something sinister behind that loving mask. And this watershed moment might just be her end as well. First, let's take a look at why people think Oprah's not all she seems chalked up to be.
I don't know if they're going to mention it here, so I'm going to say it here because they were talking about like the kids in Africa. You know, it was something going on with one of the, I don't know if it was like one of the staff members there had did something with one of the kids. So it gets deep, y'all. It really does.
Let me give you the real scoop on some juicy Hollywood drama. Sure, the red carpet looks like a fairy tale, glamorous smiles, glittering gowns, and those over-the-top air kisses. But behind the scenes, that's where the masks slip. Take Oprah and Denzel at the Oscars, dressed to the nines, posing like they're thick as thieves. But did you notice Oprah's subtle side eye? Oh honey, something wasn't adding up.
For one, even apart from any major accusations, she's been alleged to be a bully who isn't quite as nice as she tries to seem. For one, people were angry at her after an interview with the Olsen twins resurfaced, where she was seen acting very invasive and unsympathetic, especially considering they were just teenagers.
Yeah, you know, people are going to write what they want to write. We try not to read the good or the bad because it just kind of comes with the territory. You know, either you're too fat, you're too skinny, and people are just going to write what they
What size are you, by the way?
Size?
Yeah,
I'm really short.
You're not sure?
Girls, and you know.
That's so interesting. That is so interesting. I'm like obsessed with size, and you're like, I really don't know.
Mary-Kate did eventually seek treatment for an eating disorder later that year. And we've progressed and we've seen just the look on her face, how horrified Mary-Kate and her sister Ashley were when they were asked that question, and then for Oprah to laugh about it. It comes off tone deaf now.
There was also Monique, the actress who has accused Tyler Perry and Oprah of blackballing her from the industry. Her claims have been proven true, especially as Perry straight up admitted to having a hand in making sure she didn't get hired. Monique Monique even said Oprah started stealing roles that were offered to her first. But her real problem was when Oprah invited her family on her show without consultation. And then comes the most problematic thing of all, and the part that actually may tie her to Diddy is her connection to Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
While she was quick to give an Oscars speech and speak up about women facing sexual assault, people pointed out that she had been a frequent collaborator of Weinstein for years and never spoke up. It's hard to believe she never saw anything, and she even avoided.
It's like, so it's because, you know, with all this stuff coming out and they saying like these names are to be released, it would not shock me if her name is in there at all. Just looking at these pictures here, man, like, you know, they know what goes down in the industry, you know. So for you to be taking a picture with this man is like, just seeing that shot right there is like just crazy.
Hold up, it gets way juicier. Ice Cube is ready to spill some hot tea that'll change everything you think you know about Oprah and Denzel. Those friendly smiles at events? Just Hollywood's finest act. Behind closed doors, the tension is real. Picture two cats circling, ready to strike. When Ice Cube drops this bombshell, there'll be no ignoring it. Get ready, the truth is coming, and it's not pretty for Oprah or Denzel.
You may really want to consider promoting this film. Okay. Because if you get nominated for an Oscar award, your next film is $3 to $5 million.
All right, so really quickly, guys, we go ahead and interject here. When it comes to the movie Precious was great. I definitely think that Monique played the part of Precious's mother so well that it completely destroyed her career going forward. I think that honestly was the reason why she just kind of went ghost for a very long time after that, guys. And when it comes to Taraji P. Henson, I do think that if she's playing lead and she's making a lot less, then that's obviously an issue. If she's a second or tertiary actress, I don't know if she should be getting as much as the lead actress or actor, guys, but let's see.
And if you win it, your next film is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler, who you talking to? I'm a black woman. Where do they pay those type of salaries, brother? I said, what I cannot do, Tyler, is work for free. I've done what I was supposed to do. I cannot go overseas and do this for free.
And the other black actors whose careers Oprah allegedly harmed for her own benefit. Let us enlighten you if you don't know about the recent feud Oprah has had with Taraji.
Keyword allegedly.
Taraji called out Oprah for underpaying her in the new movie, The Color Purple. Indeed, there are significant differences when comparing black billionaires like Oprah to figures like Jeff Bezos. As highlighted by Taraji and others, the challenges black actors face in Hollywood shed light on the ongoing struggles with pay disparities and inequality within the industry. This acknowledgement reflects a broader issue that extends beyond individual experiences to systemic challenges black professionals face in various fields. Taraji is not alone in speaking out about the challenges faced by black actors in Hollywood. Gabrielle Union, Keke Palmer, and other black actors have also voiced concerns about having to put in extra effort on screen while receiving less compensation. According to Taraji, her salary hasn't increased since Proud Mary, which was released 6 years ago. It seems like math ain't mathing in Hollywood. Taraji also considered
math ain't.
You know how they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, what went down at this Hollywood event definitely didn't stay there. 1 minute, it's all smiles. The next, boom, a showdown that could rival the Wild West. Oprah was holding court. Denzel was working the room. Business as usual. Then Denzel approaches Oprah, thinking it's all friendly, but the moment he speaks, her smile vanishes, replaced with shock. The tension? Explosive. Rumor has it, Denzel called Oprah out on something major, something that could destroy her career. The room went dead silent, everyone holding their breath. It was like a train wreck. You couldn't look away.
Rejecting the part in The Color Purple because Oprah's first offer was disrespectful. Taraji hoped that Oprah, being a fellow black woman, would comprehend and act ethically. But the opposite happened.
Where's my raise? I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary.
Taraji expressed that it's not her, but it's other actors in Hollywood as well, who are facing the same issue. She took the names of the actors and said that she wanted to stand up not just for herself, but for others as well, to expose the Hollywood elites who are hiring these actors for shows.
And if can't fight for them coming up behind me, then what I'm doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, don't apologize.
Bro, I have not heard of any of this drama, bro. I'm just going to be honest here.
Later, Taraji appeared in another interview with Oprah's close friend, Gayle King. In the interview, Taraji disclosed that she had contemplated quitting acting altogether. During Taraji's emotional breakdown and her consideration of leaving the industry, Gayle seemed to downplay her distress, possibly because of her friendship with Oprah. It appeared that Gayle wasn't willing to let Taraji reveal Oprah's actions on her show. As this whole situation unfolded, 50 Cent jumped into the drama. He reposted a screenshot of an article on his Instagram and declared that he was open to collaborating with Taraji. He stated, "They dropped the ball, f*** them. I'm ready to work. Let's get it. GLG." However, this isn't the first time 50 Cent has called out Oprah and criticized her for mistreating entertainers. This conflict traces back to the beginning of their feud. During 50 Cent's rise to fame, he aimed to establish himself as a successful rapper and sought to appear on Oprah's show. Such an appearance could have helped him reshape his image from a former drug dealer in Jamaica, Queens, to a prosperous rapper. It would also have been a meaningful validation for his grandmother, a devoted Oprah fan, showing that he was making positive strides in his life. However, when the idea was presented to Oprah, she made it clear that she wasn't interested in what 50 Cent had to offer. This rejection led 50 Cent to accuse Oprah of being against hip-hop, particularly the type of music he created. And he...
Guys, if you already know, 50 Cent is not someone who will take anything lightly. If he senses a glimpse of just any type of disrespect, he's going for your head.
Even went as far as likening her to an Oreo black on the outside, white on the inside. He also said, started out with black women's views, but has been catering to middle-aged white American women for so long that she's become one herself. In the past, 50 Cent, along with Ice Cube and other rappers, has criticized Oprah for not featuring rap artists on her show.
It's her show. To be honest here, guys, I get it. Oprah is Oprah, right? But if she specifically has no interest in rappers or hip hop, it kind of is what it is. You should be trying to get onto something where you specifically as a hip hopper, rapper, right? Where you specifically are not even going to get anything from this engagement, other than the fact that you got to sit down with Oprah. Her fan base doesn't really care at all about you. So why would she put you on her platform when she knows her base? She knows it.
And then, boom, Oprah loses it. Not with shouting, but with that cold, icy fury. She gives Denzel a look that could freeze hell, then storms off like her Jimmy Choos are on fire. Denzel? Stunned. The comeback king is left speechless. Just like that, these two went from Hollywood's golden couple to full-on enemies. The cameras. Smiles all around. Behind closed doors. Pure drama. This beef is real, and trust me, it's just getting started.
Let's think logically here, guys.
Oprah, on her end, has voiced her disapproval of rap lyrics that she deems hateful and degrading. This difference in perspective has been a source of contention between them. 50 Cent went on to say, "She was completely against everything that was in my music, so she ain't never going to have me on that show. I'm never going to reach that platform, which is confirmation of you being a huge success. So I just said, okay, if we can't be friends, then at least let's be enemies." 50 Cent took his pettiness to a new level by naming his dog after Oprah and his cat after Oprah's close friend Gayle King.
That's hilarious.
Around the same time, Ludacris also called out Oprah. He accused her of throwing him under the bus during his appearance on her show to promote the movie Crash with the rest of the cast. Instead of focusing on the movie, Oprah kept pressing Ludacris about his use of the N-word in his music during the interview. Ludacris wasn't happy about this, and he called her out in a radio interview. As if the situation wasn't messy enough, Oprah took it a step further by editing out certain parts of Ludacris's response to her questions.
Well, Oprah didn't edit it out. Her team did.
This editing was done in a way that portrayed him in a negative light, making him look like an idiot. Dave Chappelle, who had turned down a $50 million deal with Comedy Central and left for Africa due to concerns for his safety, appeared on The Oprah Show. While explaining the reasons behind rejecting the deal, Dave mentioned some questionable aspects he wasn't comfortable with. However, Oprah kept interrupting him and pressuring him to admit to having some form of mental illness during the conversation. Dave also mentioned that he has seen celebrities in Hollywood who have made huge amounts of deals, and some months later, they suddenly appear crazy to everyone. He mentioned that
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a literal fact. Okay? Don't make the wrong deal in Hollywood. They will make you crazy, bro. They will. They'll stop selling your Yeezy. What?
That it always happens when the elites think they're getting on top of their career. This could be to pull them down from their career so that the elites remain in power.
What happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay.
When
you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah.
At a certain point in the interview, Dave Chappelle also discussed how certain Hollywood executives attempted to pressure him into taking antipsychotic medication. However, Oprah completely disregarded this information and insisted that Dave was merely stressed out and paranoid.
The whole time, they're trying to convince me I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication.
Oprah has a lengthy history
Antipsychotic.
of mistreating and taking advantage of black actors, and 50 Cent is frustrated with witnessing these actions. Taraji isn't the only black actress he has supported against Oprah. 50 Cent also backed Monique when she exposed Tyler Perry and Oprah for blacklisting her after she spoke out about being underpaid. Monique revealed that she received only $50,000 for her role in Precious, which was insufficient. When Tyler and Oprah demanded she promotes the movie without offering additional compensation, Monique declined. Monique also stood up for other actors and said, "I don't think these women were paid well for this movie. Why do I feel she, Oprah, threw them under the bus the same way she did to Monique?" This decision angered Oprah and Tyler even more, leading them to launch a campaign to portray Monique as difficult to work with.
I mean, here's the thing, guys. If I hire you for a set amount of money and you accept that money, okay, you accept it, then after everything is done, you then say, this is not enough money, right? And you're saying it publicly, making me, the director, look bad, for example. The next director is going to look or ask around. They're going to look at how you acted after the movie, and they're going to be like, you're going to attempt to embarrass me in public? Why would I work with you? I don't think anyone really needed to blackball or blacklist Monique. I don't think so. You have to look at it logically here, guys. I mean, why would I want to work with you again? Or why would I want to work with you? Let's say I never worked with you, right? But I heard this is going on. I'm not working with you. Why would I do that? That's crazy.
Monique claims that Tyler went as far as bad-mouthing her to the director David Tolber, resulting in her losing potential opportunities. While Monique was revealing these issues, she faced resistance from many in the industry except for 50 Cent. He was the lone individual who stood by her. He posted a picture of Monique on his Instagram and expressed his support by saying, "All in favor of Monique being back on top, say make it happen. Stop messing around. I went to see Monique's stand-up show during Super Bowl weekend, and it was so good. She had me in a trance. You've got to go check her out." Another actor who has repeatedly exposed Oprah is Denzel Washington. He exposed the less savory aspects of the movie industry, where powerful Hollywood elites, like Oprah, attempt to manipulate and coerce actors into playing characters that go against their values. In a revealing interview that sent shockwaves through Tinseltown, the legendary actor, renowned for his compelling performances, unveiled the dark and often strange side of the film industry. Denzel shared insights into his early days in the industry, recounting a peculiar movie role he was pressured into accepting in 1986.
I got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it The They Couldn't Kill.
The film portrayed a disturbing storyline in which Denzel Washington's character, a black man, was accused assaulting a white woman. What shocked Denzel even more was the nonchalant attitude displayed by some Hollywood insiders during the audition process. Being a decent man in Hollywood wasn't easy for Denzel, as he quickly discovered the dark side of the entertainment industry. In 2014, Denzel became a central figure in the Sony email hack controversy when an unidentified hacker exposed confidential information from Sony Pictures Entertainment. In one of the leaked email conversations between an unnamed producer and Sony chairman Michael Linton, which occurred shortly after the release of Denzel's movie The Equalizer, the producer recommended that Sony avoid casting black actors to better resonate with an international audience. The producer suggested that overseas earnings could have been higher if a white actor had taken the lead role, stating a belief that the international motion picture audience is generally racist and that films with African American leads don't perform well overseas. But that wasn't the end of it.
Keep in mind, guys, I live on 2 continents. Really quickly, this is an interesting thing, right? Being in a place where not many people look like you, right? I can definitely tell you that, for example, my wife is from Spain, okay? She never knew that there were movies where a black person was the lead. Her only experience with that was, I think, the Cosby Show. That was the only she was like, that is the only thing. That's the only example that she's ever seen, right? So I can tell you, the international audiences would prefer to watch what looks the closest to them. That's it. Take that how you want to take it. And that's why some artists are pushed ahead of other artists at times in certain genres, right? People are generally more comfortable with what they visually are used to.
Soon after arriving in Hollywood, Denzel realized...
I'm not making excuses. But keep in mind, Sony is from where?
Oprah's influence in Hollywood is undeniable, but here's the kicker. She's got a blacklist, and it's powerful. Remember when an appearance on Oprah's show was like hitting the jackpot? One moment of her spotlight, and you were a star. But after that fateful night, guess who never got another invite? Denzel Washington. Suddenly, he's gone from her world. One minute he's everywhere, the next his name vanishes from movies, endorsements, and charity events. It's like Hollywood erased him from the top list.
Was an agenda to capitalize on black trauma and exploit it for entertainment. Denzel's revelation provides a glimpse into the often concealed world of Hollywood, where questionable decisions are made and actors may be compelled to compromise their principles for fame and fortune. It raises serious questions about the responsibility of those in power like Oprah within the industry and prompts us to consider whether they are genuinely mindful of the impact the roles they offer can have on actors and the pay according to it. A user said, "That's right, Taraji. She's a phenomenal actress who deserves to be paid well. Speak out and don't be afraid. I love 50 Cent. He isn't afraid to stand up for the underdog. If it wasn't for black people, Oprah wouldn't be where she is now."
No. Stop playing. Not Oprah.
That's it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching.
I mean, that could probably go for a couple of people, but definitely not Oprah. All right, so I don't really see exactly how Oprah is taking from actresses like that, guys. But if you are signing bad contracts, you're signing bad contracts because you don't really have many people giving you contracts to sign. So that means that if a contract comes along saying, "Hey, $50,000," you're going to take it. You're going to take it. You can be angry at how much the movie made later, sure, but I'm sure you're going to get some residuals from that, right? But if you got $50,000 for this, what can we do? You understand what I'm saying here? You took that contract because you didn't have any other options.
Word on the street? Oprah's been working overtime to dim Denzel's shine. She's got the industry on lock, producers, directors, even fellow actors giving him the cold shoulder. In Hollywood, it's all about connections, and if Oprah's not on your side, you're stuck. Denzel's still landing roles, but let's face it, Oprah's vendetta is holding him back. The big paydays are smaller, and those coveted roles, snatched by others. It's like watching a champion fight with one hand tied behind his back. But don't worry, Ice Cube's about to spill tea that'll change everything. This drama's just heating up, and you won't want to miss it.
Right around the time that Diddy gets busted, Bubba. For those of y'all who don't know, Kevin just shut down all 4 of his vegan restaurants in California after only being open for 2 years. And it's not like they weren't successful. Even Kim Kardashian was tweeting about how amazing his meatless burgers were. Meatless burgers. Good question though, Bubba. Does it have anything to do with this? And also, why the hell are you two so sweaty together? But to be fair, the super thorough fact checkers are saying that this is debunked and it couldn't be it because Kevin closed his restaurants on the 11th and Diddy got arrested on the 16th. Oh, but what's this? Diddy moved back to New York 11 days before the 16th because he knew that he was going to be arrested by federal authorities. And I think it's fair to assume, since him and Kevin are such BFFs together, that he would have let Kevin know exactly what was going on ahead of time.
And then there's the fact that whether Kevin is involved or not, he's certainly aware of the powers at large in Hollywood. He made it clear enough when he warned Kelly Clarkson to not talk too much, as it could get her in trouble.
I was like, and then I don't know if you've had this, but I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been off, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah. That was my way of cueing you. Like, it's open dialogue.
Yeah, you want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can keep talking about anything. But
don't do it.
Yeah, no, of course.
One thing's for sure, people who used to attend his wild parties are probably worried.
Millions of dollars to do what? Right? Come on now.
Right now, and could be questioned by the feds.
But back to his parties.
I said, everybody, come on over to the house.
While it's not a crime to attend a Diddy event, several of the civil lawsuits allege sex crimes occurred during those wild parties.
I've got a lot I can't tell. Can't tell that one either.
The question now could pass attendees like Ashton Kutcher, Demi Moore, Kelly Osbourne, Justin Bieber, and Usher be potentially questioned by federal investigators.
Anyone who attended one of Diddy's parties dating back decades should be concerned. So Diddy's rich and powerful friends should make sure they have lawyers on standby as the feds may come knocking.
Over the weekend, all of Usher's posts on Twitter mysteriously disappeared, leading some to speculate it was related to Diddy.
Former federal prosecutor Naima Rahmani has already said that rich and powerful people involved with Diddy are probably talking to their lawyers right now.
I do, and I'm here in Hollywood, and Diddy's parties were notorious and one of the worst kept secrets in Hollywood. If I were one of those rich and famous celebrities and I participated in these sex acts, I would be very concerned. I would be talking to a lawyer. At best, I'm a witness. At worst, I'm a co-defendant. And I thought that the feds were actually thinking about potentially charging others, and that's why it took 6 months to arrest and indict Diddy. But it turns out that wasn't the case. But if you believe U.S. Attorney Damian Williams, and I do, in the reports, there are at least 50 witnesses that the feds have spoken to, and I bet that some of those were participants in the sex act.
Now, he said that a lot of people are looking forward to the rich also having to face some retaliation rather than going scot-free like they did during the Jeffrey Epstein case.
I think they are, and I think they should. Obviously, very different case, but one of the criticisms of the Jeffrey Epstein investigation is that the rich and famous people that participated in the sex acts were never brought to justice. And even Epstein himself got a sweetheart deal, probably because he was very rich and well connected. So, if there are other celebrities, they shouldn't get a free pass merely because of their wealth or their fame. And, I think that the U.S. Attorney's Office going after Diddy, obviously he's going to be their main target. But if there's other people that were participants, they too should be prosecuted.
There's already a long list of people who've been identified as being part of his shenanigans, with the only question left being identifying enablers, victims, and passerbys.
Were that there are a lot of people in Hollywood were probably worried about which Diddy parties they were at and what was going on. That's not to say that they were necessarily even involved in any of the things that are alleged by the U.S. Attorney's Office. But if you're at that party and it turns out that that's when he set up one of these freak offs, that it was going on in another room and you didn't know about it, there's a good chance that you're going to be called by the U.S. Attorney's Office. And certainly if you were involved, you would get a call because they're going to want to know everything you want to know and may even want you to be a witness. I just think, we're just starting to scratch the surface of what this case, this case is going to touch and involve, and the feds have said that this remains an open investigation. There could be more charges for Diddy. There could be more charges for other people involved. And usually the way this works is once they find out other people are involved or were witnesses, they bring them in and they sort of lean on them, and it's sort of like, you're going to cooperate with us, or there's a possibility that you could face charges. So this is going to be a slow developing case here because we're just getting started, and I don't see how this trial begins anytime before next year.
For now, Oprah has managed to stay safe. But how long will this last? With Kevin Hart already thrown into the mix, will we soon see Oprah's reality being exposed once and for all? Let us know what you think in the comments. That's it for now. For more...
Did Ice Cube just walk in with the juiciest secret? That smirk? He's about to drop a bombshell that'll rock Hollywood. Picture him cool in an interview, but those eyes, he's holding back Major T. When the interviewer brings up the Oprah-Denzel feud, Ice Cube chuckles, casually drops their names, and boom, the room falls silent. We thought this was about egos or roles, but Ice Cube reveals something far deeper. Something from years ago so wild, it could rewrite Hollywood history.
I feel like she is a key piece in all this, with everything, just because you're considered to be, a A-list celebrity, top tier, connected to so many people. I mean, you look at the pictures and you see who she's taking pictures with, so I feel like that could possibly be one of the reasons why she may get a phone call, or like I said, if people have like damaging evidence, what I mean by that is like, if they're looking at these tapes and they see people there while things are going down, it's like, will they be brought to justice? Or because of their celebrity and who they're connected to, because you just use your imagination of how crazy it can get. And I'm talking about in the justice system and all that. You never know if somebody...
Ice Cube's dropping a bombshell, bigger than any gossip we've heard. He's revealing a secret that's torn Oprah and Denzel apart for years. This isn't just why they don't like each other. It's about to change everything we thought we knew, career-shattering revelations. The room's stunned. Jaws are dropping. Even the interviewer's speechless. Ice Cube? He's sitting there, cool as ever.